This portion of CBS This Morning is sponsored by Maximum Strength Sucrete Spray for sore throat pain relief that lasts twice as long.
Talk about feeling old. Sesame Street is beginning its 20th season of entertaining and teaching America's children. The show has won 33 Emmys and has also changed the world of children's television. And joining us this morning, two Sesame Street regulars, Oscar the Grouch and Bob McGrath, who's been with the show since it started. Hi, Bob. Hi, Oscar.
Hi, Kelly.
Oh, yeah?
This is Oscar.
Nice you don't usually get up this early, do you? Bob, you probably do, though.
Just about. He gets up early.
Oh, yeah, I like to get up early. It makes me nice and grouchy and grumpy.
Right.
You like to be grouchy, don't you?
That's the only way to live.
That's why Harry and I like you so much.
A lot of people seem to identify with Oscar as a grouch.
Has Oscar always been grouchy?
He has. As long as I've known him, he's been a grouch. He's a fairly nice grouch, though, actually.
Yeah.
I don't usually say that in front of him. But
Well, I hope you don't say anything nicer.
well, I'll try not
I'll
to.
get a little sick.
Come on, Oscar. Was there something back 20 years ago when Sesame Street first began coming into our homes that happened that made you such a grouch?
Yeah, well, I used to be slightly persnickety, but then one day, and I used to be orange. If anybody tuned in 20 years ago, I was orange then. But I went away to this resort. It rained, everything was covered with mildew, and I turned moldy. And it made me really grouchy. And voila!
Is that why you live in a garbage can, because you feel right at home?
Well, it's not really a garbage can, it's trash. The garbage gets slimy and slips through your fingers.
There's
I'd rather have
distinctive
nice,
difference between
decent,
trash
dusty
and garbage.
old trash.
Right,
yeah.
right. He loves trash.
Bob, 20 years living on Sesame Street, what are the changes that you've seen?
Really a tremendous number. It's a very slow sort of evolution. I think they've really kept their focus on their original ideas of helping kids prepare for preschool, some of the basic concepts of numbers, letters, shapes, reasoning skills. But I think we've gotten much more now into the affect area, helping kids sort out their feelings and emotions about a whole wide variety of subjects. They've gone from 4 or 5 pages of goals to, I think, 70 or 75 pages, so it just gives you some indication.
When there's an event on Sesame Street, it doesn't go by accident. I mean, it is heavily researched, isn't it?
Very much so. I think one of the first times that really was brought home to all of us is when our dear friend Will Lee, Mr. Hooper, passed away 5 or 6 years ago. They researched that show for 4 or 5 months and then came up with, I think, a fantastic show. And the same has been happening recently with the more family-oriented kinds of things, the adoption of Miles now last year with Maria and Luis developing a friendship and a love and culminating in a marriage. And this year, they're going to have a baby. So,
a baby. Oscar, are you looking forward to that?
No, I think it's sickening.
Why? A cute little baby in the family?
Well, listen, I'm not so sure I even want to be on a kiddie show anyway.
You're not on a kiddie show. I thought you just lived on Sesame Street.
Yeah, well, I try not to be involved.
You haven't taken stardom very nicely, have you?
No. No, me and Sean Penn. Don't try taking a picture of me either.
Is it hard working with Muppets?
It's very difficult. No, in reality, it's a joy every time because, you know, people
We've been trying to make it tough.
Right. People like Caroll, Spinney, he's, you know, Oscar and Big Bird, and of course Frank and Jim Henson and all of the terrific Muppeteers that we have. They're so talented. The scripts are so good. We've got great writers, so it makes it really very easy.
Well, Oscar, I should ask you, is it tough working with Bob?
You watch it.
Well, with Bob, is what you see is what you get. Bob is Bob.
You used to be a singer, weren't you? Mitch Miller?
I was a singer, and I occasionally still do sing, yes. With Mitch Miller, yes, that was my first life, and I've been accused of going from the Geritol to the Pampers set. But I still have a chance to do quite a few in concerts and things, yeah.
I hate to say this, but he's got a beautiful voice.
That's right. Oh, so just for that, we're going to cut you off. Goodbye, Oscar. Bob, thanks.
Thanks very
Congratulations.
much, guys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we'll be
Just
back.
try cutting him off.